I'd never thought that because of my ED problems, my wife would scream in front of dozens of people, "Fix yourself or we're getting a divorce." It was the lowest and most devastating moment of my life, yet also one of the greatest things to ever happen to me, and the reason thousands of men all over the world thank me for that. You see, until recently, like you, I've been lied about ED, and I never knew actually how stupidly easy it is to repair and improve a broken penis. But now more and more folks over 40 have discovered how to do it, and their lives have been completely changed. Thanks to a shockingly simple solution I practically stole from a top big pharma researcher, which gave me complete control of my manhood. The ability to get hard on command whenever I wanted, and even helped me grow my soldier bigger and stronger than when I was in my 20s. But the best thing is that I was able to achieve all this without any expensive or dangerous prescriptions, pills, pumps, creams, injections, or anything like that. Instead, this breakthrough confidential ED solution is based on a revolutionary approach that treats the hidden type, actually two types of ED men really suffer from. Yes, you heard that right. What millions of men plagued with the ED curse don't know is that there are actually two different types of ED that may be suffering from at the same time. The science is extremely clear and compelling on this one, as proven even by studies published by the Johns Hopkins Department of Urology. There's NED, which stands for neurogenic erectile dysfunction, which is caused by the problems with the nerves that control the erections, and VED, or vascular erectile dysfunction. This one's all about the blood flow problems, and the shocking truth is that none of the ED drugs so many rely on don't actually address these two very important root causes of ED, and why the typical ED treatments often fail to provide long-term relief, leaving men feeling frustrated, hopeless, and like shadows of their former selves. Get ready, because the unique solution you're about to find out is life-changing, as it starts working the very first time you use it. Just imagine being in control of your rod again. Imagine that exhilarating moment when you reclaim your manhood, feeling that surge of confidence as your body responds like it did in your prime. Picture the frustration and the embarrassment just fading away, and all that doubt and despair about your performance just vanish. So please, if you're sick and tired of living your life in shame, disappointment, and frustration, just stick with me for the next 3 minutes as I will reveal how you too can easily reignite your sexual vitality, perform with confidence, and fight the debilitating effects of ED once and for all. More than 87,642 guys and counting who use this successfully can't be wrong, including adult movie stars who need to control when they get hard for a living, but also regular guys, construction and factory workers, truck drivers, firefighters, and everything in between. Guys who simply want their confidence, stamina, and performance to be like it was in their 20s. Guys like Brian D. of Seattle, Washington, who says,
"So far, I spent over $4,000 on ED treatments and doctors, all for nothing. Since I started using this, my ED issues are gone, and my confidence is back. This is truly something else, and I can't recommend it enough."
Or Mitch O. from Peoria, Illinois.
For years, I suffered from ED, which nearly ruined my marriage. Now, 3 weeks ago, I almost went for an expensive treatment, but by chance, I found this. All I have to say is this stuff has literally saved my life and my marriage. My ED is gone, and I feel like myself again.
Or Dan M. from Concord, New Hampshire.
I've suffered from ED every day since 2015. I was terrified it would end my marriage. My friend suggested this new solution. Last week was my first day of being ED-free after almost a decade. Now I can finally enjoy sex with my wife without fear. It's completely gone.
These stories could be your story. And today, I'm going to present you all the latest scientific evidence and answer the most burning questions anyone suffering from ED might have. Like, what is the fastest and most effective way to get rid of my ED? How can I fix my ED without dangerous and expensive prescriptions? Why do some guys with higher testosterone still struggle with ED? And last but certainly not least, what are the two different types of ED and how can you fight them both at the same time? The powerful long-term solution you're about to discover will rejuvenate your sexual vitality and confidence, effectively addressing ED for years to come. And I promise you this, you'll get angry when you realize how easy it is to achieve this, and you'll wish you'd tried it years ago. Imagine enjoying a romantic evening with your partner full of confidence and intimacy, or feeling assured and powerful, ready to embrace any moment without fear or frustration. Finally, you'll be able to perform like you did in your prime, feeling confident and capable. How would it be to leave all fear of failure behind you? You don't have to suffer anymore, and today you can finally make a difference. One that will save you not only thousands of dollars, but also offer you freedom and control. How does that sound? Now, if you're a little skeptical about all this, I completely understand. But as someone who almost lost everything because of ED and yet still managed to bounce back, completely rejuvenate my sexual health, and reclaim my manhood and my confidence, I can tell you this. You too can do the same and finally change your life for the better, starting today. Hi, my name is John Brockman, and I was once a high school and college football star. Now, back then, I felt invincible. Girls, money, fame, I had it all. After college, I decided to channel my passion for the game into coaching. Later, I met the love of my life. We built a life together, and everything was perfect. But then, all of a sudden, I've lost it all. ED crept into my life like a thief in the night. My confidence, my happiness, and yes, my manhood, all gone. And if you're anything like me, you know how it goes. The occasional difficulty getting hard that turns into you and your wife staring at each other. You scared, she's disappointed, and before you know it, your penis doesn't respond to your commands like a broken TV remote. Sex for us became a thing of the past. It was all over. Now, don't get me wrong. My wife was still smoking hot for her age, and my brain said, hell yeah, I want to have sex. But my penis said, nope. Not happening. I was falling apart, feeling ashamed and embarrassed. And what made it worse was hearing my players brag about their sexual conquests. You know, I wanted to be young again, with the energy and drive that I once had. I became frustrated and angry, wondering what I had done wrong. To fix this, I've tried everything you can think of. And in a moment of desperation, I decided to try the infamous little blue pill. Did it work? Obviously not. The results were inconsistent at best, and the side effects, the headaches, nausea, dizziness, that left me feeling even more defeated. The turning point came at a friend's party packed with young football players from across the room. And I saw my wife laughing at one of my players' jokes, a sparkle in her eye I hadn't seen in years. The music grew louder and I saw him lean over and whisper something in her ear. Did he kiss her? What did he say? Jealousy and insecurity coursed through my veins. That look, that giggle, it was the same way she used to look at me. Now she was giving it to someone else, someone younger, who could give her what I couldn't. I stormed over to her, my heart pounding. What do you think you're doing? I screamed. My wife looked at me, surprised, almost pissed off, really. She said, it's nothing, we were just talking. But I could see the truth in her eyes. She was enjoying the attention, the feeling of being desired, and who could blame her? I'd been failing her for so long, leaving her unfulfilled and neglected. I couldn't hold back my rage. We started fighting, and she burst into tears. Fix yourself, John, or we're getting a divorce. A divorce? couldn't believe what I was hearing. But you know it, and I know it's true. Almost all couples break up because of ED. The next day, I was a shell of a man consumed by fear and desperation. And my wife suggested I take time away to think and clear my head. I reluctantly agreed and went to a nearby golf resort. Was this the end of our marriage? What will happen with the kids? With the house? With everything? I had so many questions and zero answers. But little did I know a chance encounter with a stranger would change the trajectory of my life and could do the same for you. You see, as I walked to the first tee, a friendly guy approached, asking if he could join my game. Feeling lonelier than I'd ever felt in my life, I told him he could. He introduced himself as Bill, and we started our round, chatting and joking like old friends, really. So for a while, I forgot my problems. But of course, I couldn't hide the elephant in the room. Now, Bill noticed something that was bothering me. We then grabbed a couple of beers at the bar, and I found myself opening up to him like I really hadn't with anyone in a very long time. And let me tell you, it felt really good to speak to someone who didn't judge me about my problems. Then Bill casually revealed that he's actually a pharmaceutical researcher. For more than 20 years or so, he worked for the biggest ED producers out there. The companies you see advertising on TV every day. And chances are you even took some of the stuff he and his team researched. I was really impressed. But what he told me next left me speechless. You know what the big secret is? Actually, none of the stuff for ED sold on the market right now will get your manhood back, he said, because it's all about the money. And Big Pharma loves repeating customers like you. And it's true. The ED market size was $3.2 billion in 2022, and it's expected to surge to $6.1 billion in 2032. That's almost double in just 10 years. You'd think if these drugs would work, men would fix their ED and the market would drop, right? Well, as you can clearly see, that's absolutely not true. Because, yes, this stuff doesn't actually work. I was mad. I was outraged. Bill, who worked for these guys, clearly knew what he was talking about. But as the night went on, we drank some more, and he told me something else. He told me he was working on something that could put that little blue pill to shame and supercharge the virility of millions of men all around the globe. And then he told me about the strangest case I've ever heard of. The woman with the biggest erections in the world. Not long ago, there was this woman, actually a man who wanted to transition to being a woman. She or he got a sudden change of heart and begged the doctor to turn him back into a man. Now, after months and months of hormonal replacement therapy, with his testosterone levels almost completely depleted and his penis barely moving an inch, getting him back to being a man and restoring his vigor and erections was close to impossible, Bill said. It was like trying to make hard a boiled noodle again. But Bill and his team eventually did it and turned back their ex-woman patient into a man with hard rock erections and a penis full of vigor, better than a porn star's. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Then he pulled out this small, plain-looking notebook from his pocket, tapping it like it held all the answers. I've got everything noted down here. With the knowledge inside, I can destroy whole industry in a second, he said. So I leaned in, eager to hear more, but he quickly shoved the book back into his pocket. And no matter how much I pushed, he wouldn't budge on showing me what was inside. I'm really sorry, but I just can't take the risk. They could come after me and my family, he said. What the heck was in that book? Barely slept a wink that night, and the more I tossed and turned, the more I couldn't shake the feeling that this book might be my last shot at saving my marriage and getting my life back on track. I had to have it, but how could I get my hands on it? The next morning, I caught a lucky break. I spotted Bill walking into the lobby from the parking lot. And as fate would have it, his car was unlocked, and like in my college days, I spotted my opening, rushed to the trunk, opened up his suitcase, grabbed the book, and prepared for the fastest 40-yard dash I'd done in over 30 years. I got out of there as fast as I could, my heart racing, my mind spinning. I couldn't believe what I had just done. But as I flipped through the pages back in my own room, my exhilaration quickly turned to total confusion. The pages were filled with complex diagrams, cryptic symbols, and medical jargon that might as well have been written in a total other language. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Yet one thing written in red grabbed my attention. Test group reduced ED problems by up to 90%, erection time increased by 150%, penis girth doubled. Wow! All this sounded too good to be true, and while I couldn't understand the rest of what was in the book, I knew one thing for sure. I couldn't give up now. That's when it hit me. I needed help. I needed someone with the brains and the know-how to decipher this book. And I knew just the right guy, my old college buddy Mark, who'd gone on to grad school at Harvard, getting a PhD in biochemistry, and then became some hotshot medical researcher. He was the smartest person I knew when it came to all this kind of stuff. Now, I knew it was a risk bringing someone else into this mess, but it didn't matter. I was out of options, so I gave Mark a call. We met soon after at his lab. I told him the whole story, and he started flipping through the pages. And I could see the wheels just turning in his head. He said, if this is legit, it could revolutionize the entire field of ED treatment. For the first time since the whole nightmare began, I felt a real sense of hope. If Mark and I could figure out how to unlock the secrets of this book, maybe I had a shot at getting rid of the ED curse. After all, I had one of the top biochemistry researchers in the country by my side. So a week later, Mark gave me a call. Come quick! You won't believe what I found out! I got to his lab as fast as I could, and Mark began explaining everything to me. Now, there's a lot of science involved, but I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. You see, the first thing you need to understand is that there are actually two different types of ED, NED and VED. The data was extremely clear and compelling on this, confirmed by many confidential studies and even some published by Johns Hopkins Department of Urology. NED stands for neurogenic erectile dysfunction, and it's caused by problems with the nerves that control erections. Basically, the signals from your brain to your penis get disrupted, making it difficult or even impossible to get hard. Then there's VED, or vascular erectile dysfunction. This one's all about the blood flow. Now, if the blood vessels in your penis aren't working right, you won't be able to get or stay hard, even if the nerve signals are working just fine. I felt a little bit confused, but then Mark explained how you can tell the two types of ED apart. Now, according to the book, if you can't get hard on command, even when you're really turned on, that's a sign of NED. The nerves just aren't firing like they should. And if you can get hard but can't stay that way for more than a few minutes, that points to VED. And once I heard this, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. All this time I thought ED was just one big ugly problem. But the book was showing us it was way more complicated than that. No wonder nothing I've tried had worked. I've been treating it like it's just one problem when it's really two. Now here's the real kicker. A lot of guys, especially those over 40, who are a little bit overweight or with some back problems like me, are actually dealing with both types of ED at the same time. Something to do with messed up back nerves blocking the nerves that tell your penis to get hard. And that's why so many treatments fall short. They're only targeting one piece of the puzzle, if they're even getting that right. Now, it might sound crazy, but the University of Tennessee College of Medicine and University of Utah School of Medicine's urology teams worked together and confirmed it. Finally, I understood exactly what I was going through. But now I needed to know if there's a way to fix all this. Mark must have read my mind because he clapped me on the back and grinned as he revealed the true genius of the little black book. Something truly revolutionary. Something nobody has ever tried before. A simple and fast solution that tackles both NED and VED at the same time. A genius remedy that goes after the root causes, not just the symptoms. A way to reboot your whole system from your brain to your blood vessels in your penis, based on a truly unique combination of natural ingredients, each one chosen for its ability to target a specific part of ED. The very solution used to help repair the erections of the he/she patient. Some of the ingredients worked on the nerve pathways, making sure the signals from the brain made it to the penis loud and clear. Others focused on blood flow, strengthening the vessels and improving circulation. But what really caught my attention were two key concepts the book kept referring to over and over. The stiffness activation switch, also known as the SAS, and the erection time modulator, in short the ETM. The stiffness activation switch is all about the neurotransmitters, Mark explained. You see, ED starts in your brain, not in your penis. Dopamine, nitric oxide, all the chemical messengers that tell your penis it's time to get hard, that the University of Tennessee and University of Utah urology doctors said are essential. The ingredients in the secret formula are designed to flip that switch to make sure those neurotransmitters are firing on all cylinders. He flipped to a page in the book pointing to a detailed illustration of a strange-looking herb. This little-known plant has been used for centuries to boost sexual function. It's like nature's little helper when it comes to getting you in the mood and getting hard. And the best part, it's not just some old wives' tale. We've got hard science to back it up. This study from the Ohio State University Department of Molecular and Cellular Biochemistry confirmed this herb is a powerhouse when it comes to increasing NO and dopamine levels. It's like flipping on the get hard switch in your brain, he said. Then he began to explain how the ETM, or the erection time modulator, worked. Very simple. It's about making sure you can stay hard for as long as you need to. It's like fixing a leaky faucet, tightening up the blood vessels so the blood stays where it's supposed to. See, there's this pesky little protein called PDE5 that basically puts the brakes on the blood flow to your penis. It's like the bouncer at the club, deciding who gets in and who doesn't. Now, you've probably heard of a certain little blue pill that helps with that, right? Viagra basically tells that PDE5 bouncer to take a hike, letting the blood flow freely. But here's the thing, Mother Nature's got her own bouncers, and they don't come with the nasty side effects. But that wasn't all. Mark then pointed out a strange green-looking plant. For example, this ancient nutrient has been shown to block PDE5 just like Viagra, but without the headaches and the dizziness. And this poison ivy-looking leaf does the same thing. It's like having your own natural Viagra. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. All this time, I thought my only option was to rely on prescription drugs with a laundry list of warnings. But here's Mark telling me that nature had my back all along, like this yellow flower coming from the Central and South America. Another PDE5 blocker that lets the blood flow where it counts. Or this Amazonian fruit that looks like a cross between a mini mango and an apple, whose plant is a powerhouse that's been backed by research from the University of Utah School of Medicine and Baylor University College of Medicine. Or this common yet often neglected essential vitamin. It's like the ultimate wingman, supporting and repairing nerve function. So you can feel every sensation, every touch like you're a kid again and have your own boner-producing nerves in tip-top shape. Plus, it can help with the whole brain-penis connection. So the nerves are sending the right signals at the right times. Put it all together, and what do you get? A comprehensive, holistic approach to beating ED. One that doesn't just mask the symptoms, but gets to the root of the problem. Well, roots of the problem, actually, I felt a surge of hope rising in my chest. For the first time in years, I could see a light at the end of the tunnel, a way out of the darkness and despair that had consumed me for so long. This ED remedy is a 3-stage process. First, you repair the brain-penis connection by getting those neurotransmitters back on track. Then you repair the blood vessel-penis connection to help the blood flow issues and strengthen the tissues down there. And finally, you make sure everything stays in good working order for the long haul. And the best part, this elegant approach can work for just about any guy, no matter how long they've been struggling or how severe their ED is. I mean, if it worked for a man who did everything he could to become a woman, it can surely work for other common cases of ED, which are way simpler to treat. Now, I'm a modest man, but if this formula could do even half of what it promised, I thought it would be a game changer. Not just for me, but for millions of men struggling with ED. But a nagging question still lingered in the back of my mind. How do we know it actually works? Well, we had to test it. I was ready to fight for my manhood, to reclaim the confidence and vitality that had been slowly slipping away. And if the secrets of the Little Black Book could help me do that, then I was all in. So we began planning to test the remedy. Now, stealing the book was easy, but let me tell you, getting our hands on all of these rare and quite expensive herbs and nutrients, it was very difficult. Mark busted his ass calling in every favor and tapping into every source he could think of to hunt down these crazy plants and herbs. A couple of months later, we finally had everything we needed, and we knew we were on the brink of something big. At his lab, Mark measured, mashed, and mixed everything in the exact amounts and quantities laid out in the Little Black Book. When the initial sample was finally ready, I took a deep breath and slid it down my gullet. At first I felt nothing at all. Was all this for nothing? I could feel this sinking feeling start to creep in, the same old it's never gonna work blues. But then, little by little, something started to happen. It was like this tingle, this warmth spreading through my guts to my fingertips and my toes. My heart started revving like an engine, my skin flushing like I'd just run a marathon. And then, holy crap, I felt this stirring down south, this feeling I hadn't had in God knows how long. My eyes nearly popped out of my head as my soldiers started standing at attention, getting stiffer and bigger with each passing second. It wasn't like this instant, mind-blowing change, but it was progress. Undeniable progress. The changes were small at first, but they were adding up. My penis lasting a little longer, feeling a little more sensitive, getting it up a little easier, but I wanted more, and if possible, faster results. So we tore through the Little Black Book again, hunting for clues, for any little hint on how to make this formula even better. And then, bam, it hit us like a bolt from the blue. This little scribble we'd missed before, this suggestion for throwing in a few more power-packed herbs. So we got to work brewing up a new batch, my hands shaking like a leaf as I tossed in the last few bits and pieces. The results were nothing short of miraculous. The first time I took the enhanced formula, I felt a surge of energy unlike anything I had ever experienced. It was as if a switch had been flipped, a floodgate opened, unleashing a wave of vitality and masculine power. My erections were now much, much harder, longer lasting, and more easily achieved than they had been in decades. I could summon them up at will, at mere thought or suggestion, even to bring my penis to full attention. And the sensation, gosh, the sensation. It was like I was discovering my body for the first time. Every nerve ending alive with pleasure and possibility. But the true test came when I finally reunited with my wife, my heart pounding with a mix of nerves and excitement as I led her to the bedroom. Now, I don't like to brag, and you know what they say, a gentleman never tells. But the look of surprise and delight on her face as I revealed my newly invigorated manhood was a memory I will cherish forever. As we rocked and rolled, our bodies slamming together like a couple of teenagers, I felt the tsunami of joy and gratitude crash over me. I was back, baby. Back to being the man I always knew I was, the stud my wife fell head over heels for all those years ago. Back to feeling like a boss in the bedroom and beyond. Yet something didn't feel right. As we lay there after, tangled up in each other, my heart about to burst with all kinds of emotion, I knew I couldn't keep this miracle to myself. How many other poor guys were out there fighting the same lonely battle, watching their wives slip away and their mojo circle the drain? How many had given up hope, figured their glory days were ancient history? I knew I had to spread the word to let them know there was a light at the end of the tunnel, a silver bullet that could give them back their manhood and their swagger. Also, I knew very well this worked for me, but would it work for others too? So I dove into Facebook, finding groups where men struggled with ED. I typed up my story, sharing my pain and how I managed to escape my nightmare. The response was overwhelming. My post blew up with comments from all kinds of men who were desperately looking for a solution. Young guys in their 20s who couldn't keep it up for more than 5 minutes. Folks in their 50s who were on the brink of divorce because of their sex life, and even old guys well into their 70s who still wanted to be active and have sex like a teenager. So I started Zoom calls, getting to know their stories, and I assembled a group of men united by one goal: reclaim their manhood. I knew this was uncharted territory. This wasn't some fancy clinical trial. This was real life, raw and unpredictable, but I was determined to do it right. So Mark and I whipped up a big batch, bottled it up, and then we shipped it out to the 12 guys I'd met with and held our breath. The wait was torture. I was glued to my phone, desperate for updates. At first it was just a trickle, but then the floodgates opened. It's happening! I'm like a teenager again. My wife can't keep her hands off of me. You know, each message was like a bolt of lightning, a triumphant roar of victory. Now, these guys weren't just getting boners, they were getting their lives back. I was over the moon. Every grateful word, every giddy testimonial, it was like rocket fuel for my soul. We had done it. We'd proven this was the real deal. But even as I celebrated, a thought nagged at me. We'd unleash something big here, something that could change everything. And that kind of disruption, it was bound to piss some people off. I thought of the big pharma fat cats raking in their billions of their half-assed pills. They wouldn't take kindly to us cutting into their profits. If word got out too fast, you know, they'd come down on us like a ton of bricks. And who knows what could happen to us or the people we cared about. So we had to be smart, strategic. We needed to get this miracle potion in the hands of as many guys as possible before the powers that be caught wind. Speed was of the essence. That's when Mark worked his magic. He had connections, a friend in the supplement, working at a top-tier U.S. manufacturing facility who managed to get everything into these small, easy-to-swallow capsules to be taken as a little daily ritual. And that was it. We'd done it. We had successfully encapsulated our nutritional formula for naturally flipping the stiffness activation switch to get rid of ED and help guys just like you get hard and stay hard no matter their age. With the power now in my hands, I made it my life mission to help as many men as possible overcome their ED so they can reclaim their manhood, their happiness, and their lives. And that's exactly why I'm so excited for you to be here today. I'm truly honored to introduce you to VigoSurge, the world's first and only science-backed nutritional protocol specifically designed to flip that stiffness activation switch, activate the erection time modulator. So you can finally say goodbye to ED and hello to the sex life you want and deserve, like more than 87,428 men all over the world who once were just like you. But of course, you don't have to take it from me. I want you to see with your own eyes what VigoSurge can do for you. You see, we've randomly asked dozens of folks to compare and measure how this incredible, complete virility solution has changed their lives. First, we asked each to rank on a scale of 1 to 10 their level of their penis stiffness. Then we asked them to tell us how long that level would last, and if possible, to tell us how this changed their sex routine. And here's what some of them reported back.
Before, my stiffness was a 3 at best, and it would barely last that way a couple of minutes, max. Oh, truly horrible. But now, I'm practically hard whenever my brain says go. And boy, oh boy, my sex life has never been better. I feel I can go on and on like a race car. Thanks for saving my marriage.
For me, nothing really worked. Not even the infamous blue pill. On the stiffness scale, I was a 2, maybe once in a blue moon, a 4, but that would only last for like 10 minutes or so. But get this, I see and feel incredible results, stiff as a jackhammer, and getting it on with my partner 4 to 5 times a week. You guys over-delivered.
I know I'm a woman, but believe me, I can rank my husband's stiffness like no other. He was a little bit harder than a cooked sausage on his good days, and he could barely stay that way for like 7 minutes or so, no matter what I tried. Anyway, it was really embarrassing for both of us. Now my man is a steel rod, and I've never been happier. Guys, listen to me. That's all a woman really wants.
Those are just a few of the thousands of folks who rave about VigoSurge. Their lives were completely changed, and now we're like family. And thousands of others can vouch for this as well, as more and more men chose this over all the ineffective and expensive old treatment methods. Why? Because this is truly something else. VigoSurge contains 14 research-backed nutrients shown to help strengthen the brain-penis connection and the brain-blood vessel connection to fight NED and VED at the same time, making sure ED doesn't stand a chance. Every bottle of VigoSurge is manufactured here in the USA in our state-of-the-art FDA-registered and GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices, certified facility under the most sterile, strict, and precise standard. So let me tell you what exactly is in the VigoSurge. First, we have the ingredients that Bill highlighted in his little black book, Panax and Ginkgo, to fire up the neurotransmitters like dopamine and NO to flip the stiffness activation switch, so the brain can tell the penis it's time to rock and roll and kick NED to the curb. And remember, Ginkgo also solves VED, increases blood flow, and blocks PDE5 like a natural Viagra, which is why VigoSurge also includes epimedium, neuraquama, and dominia to supercharge the natural Viagra-like effects of blocking PDE5, just like Bill laid out. Yet that's just the beginning, because even though these nutrients alone can make ED go away once and for all, that wasn't good enough for us. And that's why VigoSurge also includes even more natural Viagra like PDE5 blockers, Tribulus plus Salpameno, which not only blocks PDE5 but also helps increase NO, one of the key neurotransmitters that strengthens the brain-penis connection to beat NED. We've also added oat straw and hawthorn fruit to increase NO even more for NED and blood flow for VED. And when you add the niacin for enhanced nerve support to help with the NED, it would seem like we have all the bases covered for both NED and VED, which we do. But remember when I said I wanted this to be the absolute best it could be, to give you guys your confidence back, and then some more. Well, that's why we added another rare nutrient called Catawba. Catawba is known as a legendary aphrodisiac. First used by the Tupi Indians, songs were written about the plant and how well it works. The Tupas claim that Catawba has bestowed their men with unrivaled sexual prowess and is responsible for their large members and powerful sex drive. That's why Catawba has earned the nickname Elephant Men of the Jungle. And just for safe measure, VigoSurge also includes D-alpha tocopherol succinate, a special form of vitamin E, which not only boosts blood flow to the penis to make the blood vessel penis connection even stronger still, but was also shown to increase strength of erections in a study from the National Library of Medicine. That's also why VigoSurge has the perfect amount of cayenne, which increases blood flow throughout the body, especially the penis. And this, a fact, confirmed by the Translational Andrology and Urology Journal, which published a study saying that this nutrient leads to longer-lasting erections with stronger ejaculations and more intense orgasms. And to top it all off, VigoSurge contains inosine, a vasodilator, which means it dilates blood vessels to boost blood flow in the body, while also supporting neurotransmitter levels needed for the brain-penis connection. Thanks to the 14 stiffness activation switch and erection time modulator strengthening super nutrients in VigoSurge, rebuilding your brain-penis connection and blood vessel penis connection. So you can take back control of your ED, your manhood, and your life. Is not only possible, but finally easier than ever. And you can trust VigoSurge because it only has ingredients that are backed by real research. And I've never been prouder in my life than I am today to be speaking to the public about VigoSurge for the very first time. You know, the only thing that saved my marriage and myself from a sexless life where my manhood would be lost forever. Look, I realize how struggling with ED, the inability to feel like the man you know you are inside, and the feeling that the issue will never go away, can zap you of your peace of mind and really make you feel like you'll never be the same again. Many guys are not strangers to this struggle. For men who have felt the isolating and discouraging effects of ED, they know for themselves just how destabilizing this can be to their entire life. Not only can it feel frustrating and torturous, but it can leave them feeling hopeless. It can affect your relationships, especially with your significant other, not to mention your sex life, your work life, your social life. It can steal away your confidence in yourself and your abilities and really turn you into a shell of yourself, making you and your loved ones stressed, angry, and resentful. And it can possibly take over and control your entire life if it doesn't get taken care of. Wouldn't it be great to live a normal life again, especially if it meant not feeling forced to rely on temporary solutions? So you can not only function again, but thrive. So you can be the man that you want to be for not only yourself, but the people who love you and count on you. So you can live free of ED, take back full control of your manhood, and be the best version of yourself? I'm sure your answer is yes. So please pay attention, because the choice you will make in the next 3 minutes will make all the difference. Okay, by now you might be wondering, how do I get my own supply of VigoSurge right away? And how much should I take each day? Well, the truth is that there are only limited supplies of VigoSurge available. And that's not a marketing gimmick or anything like that. It's just the truth. Remember, VigoSurge is made in a GMP certified facility, and each batch is tested by an independent third-party laboratory to ensure that what's seen on the bottle is what's found on the inside. I made a commitment to myself and everybody else. The formula and the ingredients must be top-notch, powerful inside every single batch, which is neither cheap nor easy to do. And as a matter of fact, taken individually, all the ingredients alone would cost you well over $900. And on top of all the time and money that goes into making VigoSurge, The increasing popularity of VigoSurge is putting a serious strain on production, and thousands of men are quickly catching on to this brilliant breakthrough, which means out of stocks are always a risk. And because of this, my team can only produce a limited amount of VigoSurge at any given time, really. And since men of all ages are experiencing the benefits of VigoSurge, they keep ordering several bottles, which makes it difficult for us to keep up with the demand. Now, I couldn't be happier with VigoSurge's growing popularity and success, but the truth of the matter is out of stocks are a very real risk. With that being said, though, I also don't want anyone else to continue to struggle with the effects of NED or VED, which is why in just a moment, I'm going to share how to get your supply today. But before I do that, let me return to that second question. How much VigoSurge should you take every day? This is actually pretty straightforward. You just take 2 capsules with a glass of water or some juice once a day. And that's literally all it takes. Now, will just 1 bottle of VigoSurge be enough for you? Or do you need more? Truth be told, I don't really know how grave your ED is. It may be just at the beginning, or it may even be worse than you or your doctor may think. But let me tell you this, it's true that the powerful ingredients inside VigoSurge get to work very fast. Yet while the benefits may begin on the inside from day one, the more VigoSurge is used, the better chance it has at keeping the stiffness activation switch and ETM on and effectively fight both kinds of ED. And usually people tend to say, hey, I'm fine, I'll take 1 pill and fix everything. Well, that's not true. That's how I thought as well, and I was so wrong. ED is not a joke, and you should not underestimate the damage it can cause. And that's why I personally recommend choosing at least 3 bottles of VigoSurge so your brain-penis connection and brain-blood vessel connection have the time they need, become nice and strong again, and make sure you don't run out so you can keep your stiffness activation switch and ETM rocking and rolling each and every day and night. But you can do even more for yourself and choose the best option there is for you and your penis. If you're serious about kicking your ED to the curb once and for all, then I'd suggest investing in the 6-bottle option for a chance at the absolute best ED relief possible. This way, you can know for a fact you're giving your body everything it needs to beat NED and VED at the same time. And rest easy with the peace of mind that even if VigoSurge goes out of stock, which it does regularly, that you're covered for at least 6 months of ED fighting superpower. Plus, the 3 and 6 bottle options also come with free shipping and handling and some exclusive bonuses worth over $328. I'll tell you all about it in a second. Now, given VigoSurge's popularity and the fact there's only a limited amount of these ED erasing ingredients available, it might not be around forever, especially since our manufacturer is struggling to keep up with demand. Given the value of all the ingredients inside, Mark advised me to, at the very least, ask $700 per bottle. But I can't do that. Not $900, not $700, heck, not even $200. For me, it's not about the money. And that's why right now, only through this website, you can take home VigoSurge today at the best possible price ever. So you can take advantage of all the stiffness activating, ED relieving super nutrients every day. Oh, and by the way, did you know that unlike some conventional options, VigoSurge is non-habit forming? Now, this is a huge relief to so many customers because they love knowing they don't have to fear getting hooked on pills or becoming dependent or anything like that. Plus, on top of all that, VigoSurge doesn't come with the nasty side effects that are found in so many modern relief options, which is absolutely huge. When considering all of that, the small investment in VigoSurge is a really fair deal. Plus, there's all the benefits money can't buy, like waking up each day free of ED, or being able to enjoy sex again, or feeling like your normal self. the best version of yourself, full of youthful vitality. Thinking of all this, this seems like a steal to me. I really want to help you. That's why you can get your very own bottle of VigoSurge for a one-time investment at the best possible price ever you see below. Now, that's just the beginning. I realize that many guys may want to keep taking VigoSurge for years to come. And the fact that there really are limited supplies available and out of stocks are a constant risk. I can understand why they'd want to stock up on 6 bottles of VigoSurge today, so they don't have to worry about running out, or their little friend, not showing up when you want him to. It's for this reason that the VigoSurge team has created a substantially discounted multi-bottle plan where folks can stock up and save even more on 3 or 6 bottles of VigoSurge. But this special discount is only being offered through this website, and both the discount and the free shipping are for a limited time, and only while supplies last. So choose the 6-bottle package or any other packages that are right for you, and secure an order today while there's supplies in stock. After choosing a package, you'll be redirected to a 100% secure and encrypted checkout page where there's a simple order form to fill out. And after that, an order of VigoSurge will be on its way to you. It should arrive within about 5 business days from now. So looking at the facts, this is one of the smallest yet most critical investments you may ever make for your health and your happiness. Something that can not only flip stiffness activation switch to stop NED and VED in their tracks, but they can help you live free of ED like you deserve, so that you can start living your best life again. A single bottle of VigoSurge puts you on the path to living free of ED naturally. 3 bottles guarantee you can keep taking VigoSurge without interruption, and with 6 bottles of VigoSurge lovers could set themselves up to be enjoying a life free of ED for many years to come. So go ahead and choose a package of VigoSurge now while there are still supplies in stock, and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with supporting your health today. Now here's why this investment should be so easy to make. Your investment today is also covered by a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Now, here's how it works. Right now, just place an order and say maybe to VigoSurge. Then once you get your bottles in a few short days from now, start taking your 2 small, easy-to-swallow capsules with a glass of water, juice once a day. See how you feel. Most of our loyal customers fall in love with what VigoSurge can do for them. There really is 0 risk because of this guarantee. And if for some reason this isn't working out, just contact my team and they'll send a refund immediately. No questions, no hassles. It's 100% risk-free investment that comes with tons of ED relieving benefits. And there's a full 60 days, 2 full months to see if VigoSurge is right for you. Yet a risk-free money-back guarantee isn't all that you'll be getting, because I'm going to sweeten the deal even more here. That's why I've set up something truly special. If you act right away and complete your order in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a unique one-time offer. The VigoSurge Fast Action Upgrade, the all-in-one essential kit for men over 40, designed to improve and boost your health and keep you young and strong for years. With the Fast Action Upgrade Kit, you'll receive the following exclusive Fast Action bonuses and benefits. The first bonus is called Biohacking Secrets, which has a normal retail value of $97. How would you like to hack your way to more energy, maximize your true potential, and unleash the best version of yourself? Biohacking Secrets is the perfect solution for those who want to hack their mind and body with the use of modern technology to improve their quality of life. Biohacking is about optimizing your life and body through the use of biology, research, and technology, allowing you to increase your energy, enhance your focus, and boost your performance. The second bonus is called Supercharge Your Body, a step-by-step guide to boosting your immune system. which has a normal retail value of $97, but today you can get it for free. You'll benefit so much by going through this exclusive guide, which contains the best expert recommendations on topics such as how to charge your immune system in no time and stay healthy, the best exercises you can add to your workout to boost your immune system, foods to adopt in your nutrition that will increase your intake of nutrients vital to your immune system, customized activities that will help you apply the changes right away and start improving your immune system. Over 50 additional resources that will deepen your knowledge and help you support your immune system, and so much more. And get this, both Biohacking Secrets and Supercharge Your Body come with 20 helpful videos that you can watch right away. This way you can easily speed up your transformational journey with more clarity, so you can get more results in less time. Simple, effective, and very powerful. But that's not all. The VigoSurge Complete Fast Action Upgrade also comes with 2 additional power resources highly praised by the members of our community. The first one is called One Day Detox Miracle Guide, which has a normal retail value of $67. A healthy penis goes hand in hand with a healthy body, and no genuine treatment can fully proceed in a toxic body environment. The One Day Detox Miracle Guide can be used by anyone, and because it's so powerful and effective, you'll need to use this detox only once a month. What makes this cleansing guide special is that it works in 2 stages. First one is to flush out the toxins, like what most detoxes do, except this one is designed to completely wipe out all heavy metals and 99% of all those hard to get rid of deadly toxins. And the second phase, which is really valuable, this provides the body with essential healthy nutrients, treating not only your internal organs, but also your eyes and your skin and your hair. And you can do this protocol for under $15, all in an hour or less. Easy and effective. The second bonus deals with a very important topic for us guys, testosterone. And it's called 10 Ways to Turbocharge Your Testosterone, which has a normal retail value of $67. Testosterone levels decline on average about 1% a year after age 40. And this is not only affecting your body downstairs and your sex drive, but also your muscle mass and even weight loss. In this book, you're going to get the best tools to naturally boost your testosterone in quick, effective, and unusual ways. Some work in fewer than 2 minutes. Some take a bit longer, but all of them are proven to work and boost your testosterone levels, so you can remain strong, vital, and full of energy, no matter your age. So let me quickly recap. For the small one-time only investment that you see below, you will get instant access to your selected discounted package of VigoSurge, the Biohacking Secrets and Supercharge Your Body ebooks and video courses, the quick and easy one-day detox miracle guide, and the powerful 10 ways to turbocharge your testosterone guide, all worth over $328. That's an unbeatable sexual health, complete well-being, and life-changing offer. And it's all yours today, but only if you act now and invest in the 6 or 3 bottle package, which, remember, is backed by an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. So go ahead, try VigoSurge today, risk-free. Choose from one of these package options below right now to say yes to finally banishing ED and yes to living a happy and healthy life. Now it's time to make a decision. Please don't ignore everything inside this video and continue to experience the agonizing effects of NED and VED. A decision like that would change nothing. And it's obvious that something must change here, because a life interrupted by ED, not being able to enjoy life's simple pleasures, questioning your identity as a man, the stress, not feeling like your normal self, especially when you need your body to just work like you want it to. Well, that's no life at all, especially now that I've shared the ingredients inside of VigoSurge and shown how powerful they are at strengthening the brain-penis connection and brain blood vessel connection and fighting ED from all angles. That's why I want to make it easy to say yes to VigoSurge today. Go ahead and claim your order by choosing from one of the packages below. Each investment is protected by a 60-day total satisfaction guarantee, which means there's absolutely no risk. So break free of frustration and choose a package right now and start living a healthier ED-free life. So please do yourself, your family, and your friends a favor and select the option of VigoSurge that's right for you. I promise you'll be more than happy you did. Still here? No problem. I completely understand. After all, what I've just revealed is pretty shocking, I know. It's a lot to take in, and you might still have questions that you need answering, which is why I've decided to compile a list of my most frequently asked questions so you have all the information you need to make an informed decision. So let's start with the most common question. If VigoSurge works so well, why didn't Big Pharma develop it themselves? Well, that's a good question, but what you might not know is that natural ingredients cannot be patented by any company or anyone. So there's no way for a pharmaceutical company to profit from any kind of natural substance unless they chemically alter it and turn it into a drug, and the FDA approval process can take anywhere from 10 to 15 years. This is why Big Pharma spends billions of dollars every year suppressing the release of natural treatments, blocking research, and incentivizing the medical profession to dish out drugs as a first line of defense against every health condition. Now remember, natural products that are proven to work are the number one enemy of Big Pharma. The second question is, does VigoSurge really work? Look, we're all human beings and our bodies all function in the same way. Sure, results will vary across individuals, and some will see quicker and more dramatic changes when it comes to treating their ED than others. As I've told you, it all depends on how advanced and urgent your individual case is. But ultimately, the specific ingredients, vitamins, and minerals that are found in VigoSurge will have the same positive effects on everyone. That's my 100% guarantee. And to prove it, this remedy has already worked for over 87,642 people. So why would it not work for you too? And that leads me to more questions that I often get asked. Will this remedy work for me? The answer is yes, absolutely. As I said, VigoSurge has received praise from thousands of people already, but I completely understand if you're feeling a little skeptical. And that's why your order comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see a dramatic improvement in all of the major symptoms of ED, harder and longer erections, complete on-demand arousal, and a stronger sexual vigor and power. If you don't wake up in the morning with a steel rod ready for action, if you don't experience that unique feeling of being a true man in the sheets, or if you change your mind for any reason at all, then you just simply email me at the address provided in the members area, and I will issue you with a full and prompt refund. No catch, no hoops to jump through. And that's a promise you can bank on. Will my details be secure? Yes, I can absolutely guarantee it. Our ordering system contains state-of-the-art encryption technology. So when you order with us, your information is 100% safe and secure. How long will the product be available for? Well, the truth is, I don't really know. I have already been threatened with legal action if I don't remove this presentation immediately, and I can't fight the greedy sex pills industry for much longer. The pharmaceutical companies they're making billions every single year from peddling useless pills, which only manage the symptoms of ED problems instead of treating them. So they'll stop at nothing to prevent a natural treatment for all these from hitting the market and threatening their huge profits. So if you want a proven, safe, and completely natural way to get rid of your ED, to regain your manliness, and to transform your overall health in the process, then I urge you to act now while you still have the chance. Go ahead, choose your package, and click on the Buy Now button below and get started completely risk-free for a full 60 days.